Customs of the Tagalog and Native Races by Friar Francisco Colon and Friar Juan D. Plasencia.
Content. What is the main idea? Filipino traditions and cultures before the Spanish colonization. It describes the political, social, economic, and cultural practices of the Filipinos before they were Christianized.
Citation. Who creates the source? Juan de Plasencia was born in the early 16th century as Juan Portocarrero in the Plasencia in the region of Extremadura, Spain. He was one of the 7 children of Pedro Portocarrero, the captain of a Spanish schooner.
Context. What is going on when the source is created? The custom of the Tagalog was created during the Spanish colonial period when the King of Spain tasked Friar Juan de Plasencia to document the colonized customs and traditions. During those times, Spanish rule is just settling in the first century of the colonization, where getting control of local politics became not easy. As to ensure loyalty, they deploy friars to do official duties and report and submit conditions on what they observe.
Connection. My prior knowledge before reading the customs of the Tagalog is the following. I know that the dato is the one who governed and ruled the community. I know that slavery is common during those times. I know that before the Spaniards came, Filipinos are already trading goods with their neighboring countries using the barter method.
My newly acquired knowledge after reading the customs of the Tagalog is the following. I learned that marriages between couples belonging to different social classes were not common. I learned that the people worship many gods and goddesses. I learned that men in general are monogamous.
Communication. Is this source reliable? No, because the original work itself is the product of observation and judgment. Therefore, Juan de Plasencia account might contain prejudice presenting its observation and judgment. It is subject to bias, as the source not made by Filipinos themselves. It is not concrete as possible, but given that Friar Juan de Plasencia is an eyewitness, recording its hand experience, setting reports to send his superior for controlling over the local government, we can say that it is valid and credible.
Conclusion. What does the source contribute to your understanding of the past? The source contributed to my understanding of the past by affirming that during the pre-Hispanic period, Filipinos already have a government and a set of beliefs and practices.
Changes reflects our current culture, which has been surprised by the captors, but connecting to our past is just as important as looking to the future. Through the source, we need to understand a lot about the past in means of history, knowing the past and generation of our elders, whose unexplained traits of what we have now has been passed on.
We can conclude that we are not washed, cultured, and forgotten, but we are already rich in terms of it, even before the Spaniard come.
Social classes among Tagalogs. Chief. Duties. Govern the people in a barangay. Dato is the one who is implementing laws and maintaining peace and order while protecting his subjects.
Equivalent terminology among Visayan. Dato. Characteristics. The power may be inherited or chosen by community with wealthiest, bravest, or wisest. Possess high power during in peace, war, and foreign affairs, known as royal class that received high education.
The nobles accompanies the dato in war, helps him when he built a house.
Timawas. Characteristic. Free-born. They don't regard to pay taxes. Can own land but not work on fields.
The commoners. Duties. They were bound, however, to obey their masters, either to serve in his house, its repair, and the seasons of sowing and harvest. He also had to act as his rowers when he went out in his boat.
Pechero.
Characteristics. They live in their own houses and are lords of their property and gold.
Their children inherit their property and enjoy it. They serve their master who belong to the classes above them.
The slaves, duties. They serve their master in his house and on his cultivated lands and make so.
Halon or ipon. Characteristics. Become slave by means of inheritance, prisoners of war, crime committed, and by purchase. Can be raised by his or her status by means of paying forgiveness or by bravery.